Hi, my name is Tyler Rowe and I'm an instructor with the Institute of Classics in East Asian Medicine, ICEAM Australian chapter. And I'm here today to talk to you about some frequently asked questions on the Shanghan Lun and Canonical Chinese medicine. I am a 5-element practitioner. I don't understand the 6 conformations. How can I practice Shanghan Lun? Well, the 6 conformations are a little bit different. It's a different way of looking at physiology and pathology, but Zhang Zhongjing still used the 5 elements. Now, it's a scholarly debate that's been going on for centuries as to whether he did or he didn't, but if we have a look at the text, you can see it's in there. In the Shanghan Lun originally, there were 2 pulse chapters on the start that Zhang Zhongjing included. And in the pulse chapters, there is a whole section where he talks about the mutual invasion of the pulses, lengthwise, crosswise, retrogressive and progressive. And that is talking about 5-element dynamics. And so it's a 5-element view on pulse diagnosis. And within ICEAM, within the Tian lineage of Shanghan Lun medicine, we have a unique pulse system. And a lot of this we look at from a 5-element perspective. So even though we're applying it to 6 conformations, we can look at it from a 5-element perspective. And when we get to the Jingui Yaolui, the Essentials from the Golden Cabinet, the companion volume to the Shanghan Lun, that's all 5-element based. It's early 5 elements. It's perhaps not in the language we're used to seeing in modern textbooks, but in the first line of chapter 1, Zhang Zhongjing talks all about the liver, he talks about the spleen, he talks about the lung, and he talks about these in a 5-element dynamic. He talks about the flavors, he talks about the control cycle and the generation cycle. In chapter 11, he talks about wind and cold damage to the 5 viscera. Again, it's talking about 5 elements. So the 5 elements are in there within the Shanghan Lun. They might not be as clear to see as the 6 conformations. And also within ICEAM, we follow what we call the Yunqi school, or the Yunqi approach to the Shanghan Lun. The Yunqi is about the 5 Yun and the 6 Qi. And this is something I know a little bit about. I teach the Yunqi course within ICEAM. And this is a medical meteorological system for predicting or forecasting the weather patterns. And based on that, understanding what sort of illnesses may result from that. And this system uses the Wu Yun, the 5 Yun, which is the 5 elements, and the Liu Qi, the 6 Qi, which is the 6 conformations, and puts them both together. So Zhang Zhongjing beautifully puts together 5 elements and 6 conformations. So you don't need to throw all your 5-element understanding out the way. Next time somebody says, oh, the Shanghan Lun has nothing to do with the 5 elements, you know it does. It's still underlying the Shanghan Lun, because the Neijing, Suwen and Ling Shu are a big part of what went into making up the Shanghan Lun. Zhang Zhongjing says that in his preface. So I first studied the ICEAM Shanghan Lun training with Arnaud Versluys in Melbourne in 2011. I did the training again in 2016 in Sydney because it was such a good course. It is without a doubt the most extensive training available in the world today on the Shanghan Lun, perhaps one of the most comprehensive classical herbalism courses available. And we're starting a new run. We're doing it in Brisbane this time. It's going to be a hybrid course, partly face-to-face, partly online. I'll be one of the instructors. We're starting late April. For more information, have a look at the links below. Thank you.